So I've decided something here. I haven't been able to play for the past few days due to a litany of circumstances, but that's besides the point. I'm gonna run back Eve, and then probably do Maggie and Samson, and finally Blue Baby, since he's far and away the most difficult. But I was so frustrated with those two really fantastic Eve runs that I decided to give it to myself, thinking that I earned it, which I did, and I stand by that. But just in the effort of being absolutely white hat and 100%, we are going to go ahead and do it up. And that's right, I'm gonna do Eve yet again. I don't have to, but I can prove it to you. I can do it. After that, probably Maggie, and then Blue Baby, and then Samson, then Blue Baby as many times as I conceivably need to. Those are two identical pills. The Soul Heart is nice. Let's see what we get here. A Tears Down. A multiple Tears Down. Oh, sure. Maybe we'll get Lucky Foot and be able to bolster our tears yet again. Bombs or keys. Okay, I like the keys. Reason being is that'll let me have keys for the next floor. So I can guarantee that I'll be able to access the treasure room that I desperately need in hard mode here. Which, hard mode, of course, I still stand by. That's a dramatic understatement. And it's absolute bullshit mode. Sicko mode. I don't know what the kids say. The Sun card is fantastic. I want to hold on to that as long as possible. That'll give me full health, 100 damage to all enemies, and fully reveal the map. I would really like a bomb here. With that tinted rock. Woo! Okay. Mom's knife, and wow. That's a real good get. Yeah, I'll skip that. We got regular fame here. If you don't know how Mom's knife works, it's a knife that you can check at your enemies. Unfortunately for me, Eve has a very, very low damage modifier. More unfortunate for me is Eve... Wow. I know Eve has a 10% higher chance to get Soul Hearts, by the way, if you didn't know. But that's pretty patently absurd. I can't get the secret rooms. I would like to get a devil deal if possible, to get some defensible qualities. I get the basement again. That's very, very lucky on my part. I do understand that I'm blessed. Charm of the Vampires, pretty bad. Every 13 kills I get will restore, not drop, half a red heart for me. Mom's knife is very dramatically affected by both range and tears, so I want to bolster those the best I can, as well as damage and my health. Pretty rad troll bomb there, believe it or not. I don't often say that, but indeed, it was a pretty good one. More keys for me. Regular Monstro is really nice to see. So I've got to hold in this knife and charge it up. Some more HP is nice. Very generous. Let's see what we get in here. Flight. Is flight worth it? Flight and some additional speed, mind you. Yes, it is. Hopefully I don't regret this. But, you know, I've been known to regret a lot of things. I occasionally live in a state of constant regret. So we're going to go to the shop, too. Most likely. Take a peek in here, too. I'm not going to check out the secret room unless I find a bomb. I would really... And if I find a bomb, I'm more likely to use it on that tinted rock. Flight is going to be really good because Mom's knife has transcendent priority. Which means, in my opinion, that it... Ooh, range up here. It goes through both enemies and it goes through obstacles. So it's spectral and piercing is what I call transcendent priority. Mom's knife, of course, isn't terribly powerful, but if I can reduce myself to no soul hearts, be able to activate both Whore of Babylon and the Polaroid once we get around to it after beating Mom, Eve will become a powerhouse. Need a little bit more tier stat. Gonna have a couple Larry's here that we're just gonna chew right through. And nothing ventured, nothing gained. We get some stuff out of it. Simple key. Let's see what you got for me. Mom's purse. Okay. And the bomb will take. I deliberated taking the key, but hopefully what I'd like to see is this tinted rock give me a bomb and 1 soul heart. Take the soul heart. Let's keep it going. Devil's Room is still open for me. I could still take Bloody Lust if I want, but that could be dangerous with just 1 heart. I think that would actually kill me. Okay, we're in the catacombs here. That's unfortunate. Skeleton. I'll take 99 keys. At the expense of potential eternal enemies. Mom's Knife is very powerful, but unfortunately, even against chargers who have massive pools of HP, luckily, Lord of the Pit, which I picked up here, will give me very, very, very nice amounts of speed. 0.3 speed increase. See, Mom's Knife hits a ton of times, which just makes it very nice. Let's see what we got here. Nothing too spooky. As long as I can hit accurately. I'm not very good with Mom's Knife as I used to be. It is admittedly kind of tough to use. In my opinion, tougher to use than, say, Brimstone. But I could also argue that it would be better than Brimstone in a lot of situations. If I wanted to, I can kind of just hide out and stab that rock down. Perfect. Glad they hit that for me. I was going to try to finagle that if they didn't already do it. But he did it immediately for me. Didn't really have to ask too much. And again, Charm of the Vampire will keep activating, but it's, again, not at all useful to me. I wish these guys suffered damage from explosions, but I'll make it work. Another bomb is very nice to see for me. This is why I really wanted Flight, and why it was definitely worth the relatively risky amount of pain that I could suffer from taking those two heart damage, just because so many enemies want to produce creep. Let's go ahead and fight the boss immediately. It's the Eternal Husk. Might be a little tough for me. Okay, whoopsie daisy. Deadbird here is really helpful. I'm fine with taking the 1 hit that I had to take. Take you. You're pretty well defended. Brimstone I don't want, because honestly I have Mom's Knife. I will take Lucky Foot, I think. But we'll avoid Brimstone since I have the knife. In any other situation I would have taken Brimstone, but I do, like I said, have the knife. We would like to buy the Habit, just in case I find anything I really particularly like as an active item. Mom's Knife will do really well by us. Brimstone I like a little bit more, and I think is slightly better than Mom's Knife, but if you get the right loadout, Mom's Knife is still excellent. Really, in total, just a fantastic item. Like I said, a bit tougher to use. Okay. Well, I gotta use it, so, right? Mom's Knife has more risk than Brimstone, in my opinion, especially with the Flight I have. Both have Transcendent priority, of course. And, we all know how good Mom's Knife is. I'm gonna possibly go in there. I just want to see if there's another Tinted Rock anywhere. That's the only thing that I espouse any worry about. Okay. Goat Hoof, that'll give us a little bit of extra speed. Another 15% speed, in fact. On base 100 speed, if it were. Spiders, I'll just stab all day. I have so many rocks for Safe Harbor. I really like that I have the very nice cube of meat here, too. It's one of my favorite boss items, honestly. Just because it has the upward potential. I'll also, the reason I took Lucky Foot, which will now, of course, not only make me a better gambler, but also make all of my pills good too, is the main reason I took it was to reverse that one lonely tears down into a tears up. One of the reasons I did it, believe it or not. I may only encounter another 5 or so pills in the entire run, but it still would be worth it. In my eyes. Of course, I've been known to have some pretty questionable ideas in this game, but Lucky Foot, in my opinion, is very, very worth 1 heart. Tarot deck, okay. We'll just produce a lot of tarot cards. The sun is better. Now we just want to parlay outrageous advantage. So do I take the Nun's Habit? I think I don't, because I want a chance for the, to gamble. So I'm going to not take it, I think. And then take a look at the shop on the next floor, which is very likely going to be greed. Yeah, we're going to skip it. We'll take the shop immediately. That's greed. It's okay, we're just planning to gamble anyway. So you gotta get a little up close and personal with the knife, but we get Steam Sale, and we'll have 2 more shops. At least this is the caves, too. No reason to do that, I just thought it was particularly fun. Again, the knife is also a melee weapon, so if enemies bump against it, I get the full benefit of it. That's going to be really spooky. He fires an extremely dense radial pattern of bullets. Let's give him the widest possible berth. As you can see, whoops, it's okay, the room was empty. Tears up, back to normal tears. See, it was calculated. Take you right away. Just a lowly chest, but a lot of... I only have 1 bomb left, so I don't want to go ahead and spring that right away. Now I'm going to charge just a wee bit faster here, which will be really, really nice. Of course, we're outrageously flush with keys. Want to put myself right behind a rock, like so, to defend myself. Bombs or keys. If I had more keys, that'd be nice. I don't really need that many bombs, honestly. I want to go in there, but we'll evaluate as necessary. God, flight is so good in this game. On the forward reach of the attack, it does more damage, and on the latter half, it does less, but still solid. We still like the sun more. What is that? Growth hormones? I mean, we're taking it. I think it's just, what, speed and range? The range is good. The speed I don't really need. Yeah. But Mom's knife goes further, which we do like. The speed is going to be a bit much, but I'd like to look for ways to potentially lower my speed at this juncture. I'd be fine with something like Brimstone in this way. And you can see I'm using it physically even now. I want to kill black flies as quickly as possible in hard mode. They can just kind of randomly turn into very dangerous eternal enemies. Again, this speed is kind of a liability at the moment. I've got a couple options here. I'm not even going to go for the secret room. I could use the sun card if I really wanted to. Let's see what the boss is. Eternal Gertie. That sucks. Now, Gertie, you can go behind, keep in mind. I suppose I just can kind of hide here. That'll work fine. Can kind of do thrusting attacks, more shot speed, more health. Don't really care that much about devil deals at this point. Let's go ahead. Okay. Don't want the bombs or keys. Let's keep going down. Alrighty. We're in the just regular old depths here, which is great for us. Charge up. Still have base damage here with this knife. I'd like to get into a pretty solid Horror Babylon state, but ooh, that's a nice diamond. That would be very nice. Almost definitely gonna have to endure greed. Okay. I see the Eternal one. I missed the Eternal one. Eternal one sounds a little Lovecraftian. I didn't mean to take damage there. I thought I was going to sweep through it. Sometimes high speed is a liability. Like here, even against these hoppers, even with Mom's Knife, it's a little iffy just because they move, I wouldn't say unpredictably, you know, you can generally judge where they're going. But still, you know, everything's spooky. If you're easily scared, you can even hear my voice slightly waver at the prospect of being scared. Okay. Get another key. Useless to me, of course. I don't like these leapers. I don't like them. I don't like them. Screw it. I just said screw it. Not worth the heartache. Let's see what you possess. Just money. Very, very extremely likely that I fight greed here in the shop. I'm actually going to go straight to the boss, I think. Reason being, I only have one soul heart. I would like to see a devil room. If only for the fun of it. You produce a ton of flies. And again, just using it as a lance here. Just chopping through enemies. It's nice to see the spider, you know, no man is an island, but some spiders apparently are. Okay. Yeah. 2 of spades will double my currently equipped keys. I will double 98 into a conceivable 186. Book of Revelations, you are better. And death, sure. That's Steam sale at work there. The Book of Revelations is going to be very valuable. It's just going to be a consistent way for me to produce soul hearts. Even at this relatively late juncture, it'll also give me a pretty good chance to encounter another horseman, which means a few things. 1, it means better Meat Boy, and 2, it means horsemen are generally kind of easy. Let's see what the boss is. Oh, of course I jumped in the fight. See, these guys are so ridiculous. Again, I can't say it enough. They turn eternal after you enter the room, so you can't immediately identify them. Annoys me every time. Oh, it's Conquest. I don't know if this counts as Conquest. It did show up as War. Interesting. If he comes down and does the rapid attack again, I think I'm gonna shoot away with death. shafts of light coming down is not too spooky. He's taking damage when he does that. I don't know how that's working. Yeah, you notice he's losing HP? That's pretty dope. Dead cat. We haven't picked up the common cold yet. Oh, dead cat, you are scary. But I would very much like to go to no hearts. Common cold are taken. I don't actually know if it works with Mom's Knife or whatever. This is so stupid. I really like being in Horror Babylon now. No, I can't do it. So now I have an aesthetically green knife, but what does that actually entail for me? It looks like it does produce poison damage. And again, now we have picked up the common cold, so that's one less thing to pick up. Yeah, if I had a chance to become like Guppy, if that was like my second Guppy item, I would have definitely done it. Telepathy for Dummies, of course, we know is just an active item. It's a book, and, you know, for the room, it'll give you homing tears. I don't think in this game Mom's Knife becomes homing. I do believe in Rebirth it does. Poison's a nice fixture, which offsets my reduced damage. Getting for free. Guppy's tip. If the door to Satan opens yet again, I will take. Alright. Problem with Dead Bird, as much as I like Dead Bird, and I really do, it's really, really stupid. And I mean that in a nice way, you know, Dead Bird is stupid. Looks like only if I use the knife as a projectile. Whoops. The Leaper rooms are really tough with Mom's Knife. There's so much going on. That's why Dead Bird is honestly a huge help. Visit, we haven't seen Visit in a while. It's very nice to see. Ooh, hello. Do you no, you just go back quickly. You know, Meat Boy doesn't have a lot of moxie, but he has a ton of spunk. This is probably going to be a mini-boss room, or possibly a sacrifice room. Fire away, you piece of garbage. Okay. If it's still open, I'll take Dead Cat. It wasn't. Regular depths here. It's gonna kind of be a tricky one here. Woo! Some lucky dodges. I would say skilled, but it was all luck. Nice to be able to hit them with some poison. We'll save the Eternal one for last. I don't know how Mom's Knife works with knives. Apparently not very well. This might not bode very well for me. especially with the current hit-and-run tactics that I'm employing. You look like you just occasionally throw out creep whenever you like. See, it's not going through them as I would like it to. Oh, I hit myself. I didn't think I got myself, but I did, apparently. Sad onion will increase my tears dramatically. Okay, look at that. That's nice. Let's deal with some of these guys now, and then some of them later. He looks like he just goes out of that mode whenever he feels like. As a surprise FU. Pills are good, remember now. Speed up. Okay, I knew I was getting hit by something. I did not know it was going to be you. Who's on my team? Got a sweep in the middle here. That ought to be a tears up, which I'm probably steadily nearing max tears. Telepills. Okay. Guppy's tail is what's working so hard here. More tears up. So there's a tears up and a tears down in this pool. Again, a leaper room, which we do not want. The way I look at it is I kind of need Meat Boy to help me out. Because the idea is, oh, you know, I kind of let... Actually, Dead Bird will just finish it off here, I guess. I'm just going to run away this whole time. And let Dead Bird kind of do as much as he can. He's not doing a great job, but... Ow! Jesus! God, I hate this game. We'll take mapping. Yeah, mapping is always pretty good. At least it wasn't green. I'd like to see soul hearts. It'd be nice to see an arcade here. So I'm not going to use all of my money, but I'll go a little bit. I was going for 2 of them there, if it wasn't obvious. Ooh. The tears up is nice because I get a lot more range more quickly out of everything. Just a lot of active items in this run. So this is just a remote detonator. It lets me detonate my bombs by hitting the spacebar. But picking it up gives you 5 bombs and also takes it out of the pool. It's just a library. I don't really have any vested interest in investigating. Does this shoot out knives? No. That'd be really cool. I could check. I have so many keys. I'm checking out the library. The only thing I would have taken possibly more would be Book of Shadows, because I would still be able to use the knife with it. But we'll pick up both of these and take them out of the pool. I don't think I have to use them, but I wanted to use an Necronomicon because I like looking at it. I want to still see if there's an arcade yet, so... Worst case scenario, I will come back. Money equals power would be very nice to see. It's a really weird spot for the secret room, but go off, I guess. Fucking radical right there. Didn't think that would work as well as it did. I thought I was going to get screwed. That one's dope. Well, we've got a lot of coins, so this is the one I want to see just in case it drops the tick. Soul Heart, great. Soul Heart. Excellent. Cancer. Amazing. Oh, yes. Please no tick. What is with this run? 2 of Hearts I'm just going to use immediately. Isaac's Head. Don't want that. The Soul Heart I do. Isaac's Heart I don't want. Isaac's Head just creates a Brother Bobby-like familiar. Temperance will create a blood donation machine. Which not only will give me more money to gamble away, but it will also let me go into the very, very coveted Core of Babylon state. Where I am faster, which of course my speed's already maxed. But it will also allow me to do more damage, which that's the one I really need. Okay, back to the 2 I want. Back to the 2 I want. Don't want Liberty Cap. The 2 of Diamonds. I will double the currently equipped amount of coins, which I don't think I'm going to get much higher. I'm just going to keep throwing down till you blow up. This is giving me way too many soul hearts. This is unreal. The chariot is excellent. There we go. Back to the ones I want. The chariot is really good with Mom's Knife because I can still shoot while I'm doing the invincible My Little Unicorn animation. Speed up, sure, that's fine. Another key, we don't need it. Now, of course, I would like to see the dollar would be fine. I would also be happy with, I'd be happy especially with 2 pretty flies. Hopefully there's balls of steel pills. I'm gonna use all the money I have. It's not really worthwhile anymore. And even though it seems like, oh, you have enough hearts, you can definitely win. And there's a pretty fly. You can definitely beat the game. You woefully underestimate how difficult this game can be, even in this powerful win state. I still have the blood donation machine, so I don't really care. I was hoping for balls of steel, but range up is arguably even a little bit better. A dime, outstanding. A nickel, also great. We may yet come back even still. We are looking for soul hearts. Of course, Eve has a higher native ability to get soul hearts, so that's what we want to see. Okay. That did not benefit me all too much, but you know what? We are going to learn from it. Bloody ton of money. Now, I said, of course, that the 2 of diamonds was not going to really get much better. But it could have gotten better with the secret room, but I didn't really care too much to contest it. I could use this chariot against Mom if I want to take no damage. I would really like to see something like money equals power. Now I'm looking to get blood bag or stay in this mode. If I don't get to be in this mode, it's fine. Looks like there's still a possible chance that I can get more hearts. So we'll go with the Whore of Babylon state. He shoots like 10 bombs at a time, but with my flight and transcendent priority, I don't care even about Eternal Wrath. We do care about potentially seeing him later on down the line. So I can envenomate his bombs. He hit me somehow. Sometimes speed, again, is your enemy. He's also incredibly quick. Okay, we'll definitely take that. How apropos. No more blood bank for me, so let's go blow it up. I've got a lot of bombs. 2 coins for me. Flight is just so critical to any measured level of success in this run. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use Chariot against Eternal Mom here. Oh, it's letting me just fire it away, huh? Okay, so we're gonna get rid of Goat Hoof, because Goat Hoof allows you to go over the natural maximum speed limit, which is why we're moving dutifully fast. Okay, and now we have the Polaroid. So we're hoping we'll get to a blood donation machine. So I doubt I'll be able to get down to no red hearts now. Let's see. Definitely have to have the Polaroid. Remember, we're doing the chest again. Sure, what do you house? Greed. I could leave here, but who cares? You know, we'll just fight Greed. Greed just makes hoppers. Whoopsie daisy. Looks like Deadbird's gonna finish Greed off for me. Who drops 2 dimes? Unreal. More speed. Am I interested in checking this out? I am. Alright, we're gonna have a real... We won't be able to sustain this Eve's state anyway. Because I have Charm of the Vampire. Why can't I bomb out of here? Are you kidding me? The leeches, of course, can fly. And... okay. You know, we're getting a lot of fun stuff here, so we'll do it. I'm pretty sure the boss is going to be this way. Usually the longest way to the end is where it lays for you. The boss, that is. I would like a way to produce blue flies. I would like the mulligan. I don't know how the mulligan works with Mom's Knife, or Guppy for that matter, but I would like to see it for future reference. My character speed is pretty great. Though speed is not exactly something that I attribute to high success. There we go. Let's see what the womb house is. Unsurprisingly, death. That hobby horse is definitely gonna hit me because it always friggin' does. I hate the horse so much. I think the horse is my least favorite thing about the death fight. Being this far away from the screen, I shouldn't get hit by it. Okay, we have a level 3 meat boy. That'll be really nice. That'll be really, really, really nice. Just more money. No actual sense picking it up. I'm just looking in here for soul hearts. I'm gonna guess it's this way. Gertie Jr., of course, I have the barrier there. And of course, I also have my mini meat boy, not the full size, of course. Still tremendously valuable. Keys I don't need. And this meat boy is not very smart. The other one is much smarter. But even he still makes a lot of mistakes. This was my guess, and it looks like I was right. Generally, the further you have to go, in terms of sheer amounts of rooms, it's the right direction. Oh, you could turn into one of those. Why aren't you just awful in every way? See, Meat Boy doesn't even know what to do. Well, he does. He wants to go for one of those guys. You know, the ones that it doesn't make any sense for him to go towards. The high volume of tears that I have is really, really nice. We'll hold on to telepills. Might be useful. Actually, I don't think it will be at all. Now, Meat Boy, of course, can push your bombs around, so be mindful of that. That was a very, very swift action. Let's go down to just one of them if I have to deal with one. I can keep that one alive for as long as I need to, but... Whoops. Use my very, very useful level of speed to go all the way down there and get hit by his attack. Poison is super clutch, though. Okay, so he's gonna start firing away here. Got two buddies working him over. Taking a lot of damage, though. Just gonna focus on killing him. Got the soul heart, grab the eternal heart, because why not? We want to make sure, of course, per usual, we go up. I think it's going to be straight left, but I am very, very interested in that secret room. So let's try this way. Of course the head does damage to me. Man, they suck. I hate these things so much. Takes me right back down to a hilariously low amount of health. Oh, you suck so much. Great. This is exactly what I was hoping to see. Maggie's Faith is pretty rad, but I'll take Cancer. Maggie's Faith will give me an Eternal Heart at the start of every floor. Emperor will be very, very nice. We'll use the Emperor now, I think. I believe he will cause additional tears to fire. Additional counter tears, that is. So it's going to be a lot of Deadbird and him firing around until I want to get aggressive. Unless Isaac wants to come directly to me, it's just going to be Deadbird and the baby. And, not the baby. My friend, Meat Boy. Just because I don't want to get too close, you know? Mom's Knife does produce a ton of tears, which, you know, unsurprisingly, creates a lot of counter tears. I don't know where they disappeared to. I guess they're on his body, like so. Pretty sure I was gonna get hit there. Okay, in a bit of a rough spot here. Gonna be panicking a lot because of Mom's Knife. Okay. Y'all can deal with that. Let's see what's in the secret room first. Bob's rotten head, pretty bad. Let's take it out of the pool. The poop, awful. I'm bouncing around so much, I really don't like this. I'll take Rainbow Baby, sure. Technology 2 might dramatically weaken me, but it's still infinite range. And Crack the Sky is not worthwhile. The widows are all just going to jump on top of each other and die. Is exactly what they're going to do, because that's what they always do. Soul Heart is nice. Super Lust, we just gotta go fast. Rainbow Baby, of course, loves shooting out little Gish tears, which is very helpful. Really loving this poison damage. Okay, a pill. Range up. Fantastic. The bloat, unfortunately, makes his appearance. Until the bloat decides to jump again, I'm just gonna hang out down here and hope to God that, he doesn't just suck the whole time. Of course, yeah, they just bounced off each other and hit me because of it. Ow, man, I was so close to perfectly dodging. The bloat, of course, as we know, is the worst boss in the entire game. Without exaggeration, Max's head is going to give me a lot more damage. Super rads here. They still take damage from their own bombs, which is nice. Max's head doesn't synergize super well with Technology 2, which of course reduces my damage by 35%, but it increases my damage by 1.5 is what Max's head does. Should be death of him. Mr. Mega, bigger blast radius for my bombs. I hope to God that I don't have to deal. I hope to God that it's right here. I just don't want to risk a chance against going up against double Carrion Queen again and you know, losing everything. Because that's how I view it happening last time. I think I could beat one more room without taking any damage. I'm gonna certainly give it my best. And I kind of felt like I had to go that way. Let's just hope this room gives me something defensive. I'll try to kill Gluttony last if I can help it. Maybe he'll give me the heart. Nope. Instead we deal with Wrath last. 4 hits to beat him. And those do not seem like good odds. Can I do another room without taking damage? Nope, not worth it. Not worth it. Okay, there's the hit. Now it's just gonna be use technology too. If I can get a shot off. Okay, drive-bying did not work. Definitely not gonna win here. Pretty close to the next phase, the most dangerous. And of course I get hit there. And say goodbye, I'm dead. No way I live through this. No. Don't know what hit me there. Okay. Gave me Golden God for some reason. I only have 196 items. Still missing Dead Dove and the Pinking Shears, which we haven't died 100 times yet. Which I will just rapidly kill myself for once I'm ready for it. Another failed Eve run. This one is a legitimate failure instead of a Telepills mishap, which that one I can argue is my fault. The Carrion Queen, I still think that run was so overbearingly powerful, I just won flat out. No, fuck it. I'm gonna try a Maggie. And if the Maggie fails, I'll try a Samson too. We're in the cellar. I hate Maggie so much. She's so slow. Maybe if I get like Brimstone or something, I won't hate Maggie too much. I will try as hard as I can to make this run work. Again, most runs you can win. I don't care if I take damage on this first floor, so here we go. Couple blue flies for me. The relic is fantastic. Every 5 completed rooms, it will drop a soul heart for me. That'll be really useful for the next floor when I wanted some additional cushion for a devil deal. Even with Maggie's woeful speed, it's pretty easy to weave in and out here. One very useful bomb and one moderately useful one here. This is the tower, I'll use it right away. The Chariot, still pretty good card. Maggie at least has adequate range to keep this monster at bay. This Maggie's not really that bad. I'm more accustomed to the game, but when I was first restarting, I remember how much I hated Maggie. You're always looking for small rock, 100% of the time, so you always want to open that no matter what. Eternal Pin. What do you do? Okay, I didn't want to take the hit. Okay, an Eternal Heart. Okay. The basement, thank goodness. Maggie's low speed here, of course, yet again a liability. See, the problem is I never need a character to be faster than base speed, but if they're slower than base speed, I think Maggie's speed is 0.85 instead of 0.100, or in Eve's case, a little bit higher. And Cain might be like base 105 or something, too. Judas feels kind of slow. Isaac feels just about right. Okay, a bomb is nothing. Couple hoppers here. I think I should be getting a soul heart at the end of this room, if not the next one. From the relic. There we go. How about a real bomb this time? Okay. The curse room is something of a consideration. Envy is awful. If I get Shoop da Whoop, which, you know, I really hate saying, because it's not 2006, and also because, anything's better than the Bloody Yum Heart, honestly. It has a reasonable amount of use, as in, and by that I mean it's usable, but for the most part, I'd rather almost any active item, and active items tend to be the worst in the game. So you got stuff like the poop. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of the best items in the game are active items. Notably, I think of the candle, which is one of the best items in the game, in my opinion. The candle's also nice because it's relatively common as well. Right, against Envy, my low speed is not really that much of an issue. Against Fistula, my low speed is really bad. Okay. I deserve that, sure. It would have been nice if one of you tried to open that potential secret room down there, but that's fine. Alright. At least I got something good for Maggie at the moment, and that's the relic. I started off with a decent defensive item. Take you out first. The Gushers will stay in there because Gushers are blind. Ow. I didn't think you were going to hit me there. I forget how aggro this one is. And I still think this is one of the... Alright, the second one was a little... Was that me or was that symptomatic of my low speed? Can I blame that one on me or was that Maggie? We'll blame it on me. Kind of want to angle myself away from the shop lest I accidentally open it. Large Mushroom is more HP and more damage, which is nice. A little bit lower speed. The range also is nice too, but at least I have the damage to offset that. The additional range is actually appreciated with the lowered speed. It's still not enough to kill red flies in one shot, though. Bobbing and weaving against. Does that give an empty soul heart container? Is that why I got that? Okay, now we're gonna want Spirit of the Night and Brimstone. Is what I want to see. You got to see a Night Front. Unfortunately, I died. I just didn't have enough HP. Oh. Well, you know, I do like the Cuban meat quite a bit. And, you know, he's not eternal, at least. I almost said immortal. But the only boss I know that's immortal is the Carrion Queen. That was still a ridiculous glitch, and I'm still furious about it, by the way. Now I'll just abuse my decent range here. And these very, very MLG dodging abilities as you see me get hit. The Eternal Heart is very, very nice and appreciated. Unfortunately, neither of those are particularly good. I could benefit from the Ouija board, I suppose. Just having spectral tears, tears that'll go through solid objects. Not exactly looking at anything quite like Mom's knife yet, but so far so decent. I would very much like that key. I would very much not like that deal with greed heads here. Now I'm hoping for very, very powerful tears or something. What can I parlay into a winning situation? So you can win any normal run, pretty much, in my belief. However, you cannot win any run at all. Okay? And you cannot win any hard mode run, for example. Okay, I deserve that. If you didn't know, that's what the Eternal Charger does. Arguably, actually makes them a little bit easier, since it gets rid of the creep. He just metamorphoses into that enemy. See, this low speed is really, really killer against these guys, for example. Particularly the Gazing Globe invariant. And I'm gonna have a hell of a time killing them without extra tears here. I'm not gonna use a bomb. If I use a bomb, well, I don't sacrifice that key that's out there anymore because I don't need it. We do win through attrition eventually. I hate how unpredictable these guys are. They get pushed around by your tears in such odd ways, much akin to red flies, except they have more HP, of course. And, you know, have a projectile as well. Useless key. We can still extract some value out of the Yum Heart. It's very unlikely that I'll get a Devil Deal on this floor since I just had one on the last floor. Regular Wrath, just by himself in his Bomberman room, very, very simple. He just runs away and occasionally likes to get hit by his own bomb. It's usually a good bet to find a nice tinted rock in here, but you know, sometimes I forget I can shoot through walls. Just a couple of bombs. A single bomb. A slew of bombs. There's a fair to middling chance that this is the secret room. I'll take my shot. Nope. Let's go down, why not? Hey, found a secret room. Let's hope it's Transcendence or Epic Fetus. My Little Unicorn is still pretty good. Much better than Yum Heart. Invulnerability for about 7 seconds, and you cause contact damage. We saw that used in the last run. I should not have used it on Mom's mom, by the way. I should have saved it for Isaac specifically. Specifically Isaac and not Blue Baby. But I didn't do that. Okay, that worked out fine. Again, I have additional range here, so that'll be fine for this room. There's no Eternals in here. I have no familiars who are going to fire away for me. Take on the boss first? Sure, why not? Oh, heck yeah. reason this is good, of course, is because, hey, I already have a cube of meat. So, guess what that means? That means another potential chance for a Meat Boy buddy. Which you're never averse to. We didn't expect to see, of course, a devil room, but we'd like to see one from the next floor. So I'm going to do everything I can to not take damage. Not that I don't already do that, but, you know, sometimes I'm a little bit more vigilant than others. Already, you know, a brutal slew of enemies here. This is the first time I think I've seen one of those, but not too terribly difficult. We're going to go in here, why not? I'd like to see a coin kick around somewhere so I can get that soul heart. A $3 bill is really bad, and we're not going to take it. It gives you random tears every room, so it just doesn't have any viable synergy to it. I'm going to look for the, I'm going to try one spot. I'm going to look for the top secret room. No. So I have bombs. I can go get the soul heart. The soul heart is certainly worth it. I don't have lucky foot anymore, of course, so in this run. So, there's no reason that I need the arcade for the next floor, so I don't have any vested interest in keeping that 5 cents. Okay. A very rare Angel Challenge room. Sacred Heart. No, Scapular was kind of bad. This is a tough one. Okay, and this is a shit show of a room. You know, I say, hey, I don't want to take damage, and then boom, immediately take as much damage as I can conceivably absorb. Okay. So, just screw the devil deal chance. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm premature. A lot of stuff going on in this room here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm not worried about the mulligan, though I am very glad that you're not eternal. I'd like to kill every single one of these guys through the rocks with my spectral tears, if possible. Just a circle strafing room. Speedball will increase my speed and shot speed. Very, very appreciated. Okay, how do I do this? The question is, how do I make it so I don't take another hit and beat the boss no hit? This is already a very, very challenging room. Only because of the eternal enemies, otherwise spitties are quite simple. This is also speeding up at a weird intervals. Don't want to accidentally shoot. Looks like he's only shooting vertically. Or horizontally, I mean. That was close. Oh, really? Just trying to be as safe as I could, and squeezy. That's 2 soul hearts and tears up. That's excellent. I don't have... Neither of you are worth it. Okay. Fat lot of good that did. It's okay, we'll keep checking everything else out. Scapular is not worth getting. There's no world that I want Scapular. I have a bit more HP with which to play, so... I saw you try to juke me there. I saw you try to juke me there, too. Additional range there. Oh, man, that poop wasn't fully destroyed. Just die already, please? Thank you. Ew, it's like I don't even have enough damage to defeat you. You gotta go in. Bad idea. We gotta go in. I have no interest whatsoever in Bum Friend. I do have interest in gaining 2 more coins. Bit of a tough spot here. Pretty easy to take extra damage. All those soul hearts we spent time procuring are now gone. See, this guy would be fine, because we can just, hey, we'll shoot him from the other side. Don't know if you're worth it. Sloth is fine to fight. I don't want Bob's, or he gives Bob's Rotten Head, not Bob's Curse. I would say I'll take Bob's Curse, but I don't want Bob's Rotten Head, really. Let's see if you're top secret. Sure. And I ate. Alrighty. And Outfeeders I need. Okay. We're gonna head into the depths. Pretty underpowered, honestly. We'll see what I can do with the run. But without we got 2 really woefully bad devil deals in a row. Maybe we can make something else happen, though. This is definitely a good chance to look at the secret room. A lot of places it could be, though. I used to think it could never be adjacent to the boss room, but you know, how wrong I was. I'll try it, as long as I leave myself with 1 bomb. It's merely money. It's not gonna do us that much good. You know, if that challenge room or something like Secret Heart, or better yet, Dead Dove. Why did I go in there? What made me go in there? What? My animal brain just went in there instead of going into the shop. That's fine. You know, here's the thing. Runs aren't always good. And, you know, I've had a slew of good ones in the past. And that Eve one, I just come in here, start up the game, and boom. You know, the Eve run's great. Gives me a knife. Pretty solid. I would very much like to see a devil deal, but I don't know if I deserve one. Nope, I'm screwed. In fact, this run is probably dead just because of these eternal enemies and not having enough power level. But we'll persevere. Maybe I'll get something really, really good in here. I don't think it was possible to avoid damage there. Or at least not with my slow-witted ass. Oh, whoops. I hugged the wall for some reason there. Just a heart. That's not good. Blood rights, I don't know if we picked up yet, but I might be able to make some use of that. My little unicorn's better. Blood rights, you just damage yourself to damage all enemies in the room. See, I don't really know if I'm equipped with the tools to deal with this room as optimally as I could. I have plenty of keys, so I would very much like to open that room. And the dime is worth it. I'd like to come back to you, but I'd like to try to get a devil deal. However unlikely. There's a dark part of me that wants to use blood rights if I can. You were first to flop. Oh, of course you hit me. I was just a little too careful, a little too cautious. No real reason to pick up that key, but I will anyway. This is better than Mom's knife, though, at least. As far as dealing with leapers. You know, maybe that run I would have wanted if I had plucked Brimstone instead, but... I'd say I guess we'll never know, but... You'll watch me win with the next Brimstone run that I undertake. Like I said, some dark part of me really wants to, yeah, you hit me, whatever. At least I don't hate Maggie as much as I typically do. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of giving up on the run just because it's so bad. And to be fair, it kind of is. I don't have a lot of power here for what I need it to be. This is hard mode. I don't get a free pass with just any old run. This run would be perfectly serviceable in normal mode, as it were. Would have no problem whatsoever making this run work. But with all the eternal enemies, it's way too much. Of course I bump into you, yeah. A lot of leaper rooms here. Just to really say screw you. At least we're in the depths, because otherwise if this were Necro, then it would be a lot of greedhead rooms. Despite me. I'm sure we'll see that, because I doubt this run will make it terribly far. We'll take the habit. Okay. This room, actually, you can get stuck in and have no way of forward progression. It can be a pretty insidious room if you get unlucky. And especially unlucky in hard mode here, if they were to turn into troll bombs. That was the right way. I'll give it that. Instead of, you know, trying to finagle myself around all that creep that was bound to come up and dealing with his counter shots, the best way to deal with that room was to immediately end it with Unicorn. And this is still depths 1. I can still investigate that one last room. Excellent familiar that we'll obtain. And we can actually walk in this soot too. It just slows you down. It doesn't actually... I mean, I think in every time I've fought Gish, it has been with flight, so I've never gotten to show that off. But yeah, pretty easy boss. Much easier than Monstro 2, who he's designed to replace. Ow, I got stuck in the stuff there, though. I guess I got hit by one of the Gish boys. He's jumping around a lot more than he normally does. How was I going to dodge that? Not doing great with Maggie here, but again, I'm fully committed to not winning this. I'm just going to have to, like, if I can get lucky somehow and get, like, a decent item in, like, a secret room or something. If I can get, like, Polly in the next secret, not secret room, treasure room, that'd be nice. There's a lot of things that could help. Epic Fetus is what I'm looking for in a secret room. I have 7 bombs, and I will, you know, be damned if I don't attempt to open it up. But Little Gish is truly amazing, really helpful guy. I want to find a way to teleport. If I can teleport out of Mom's room, I'll be able to access a potential devil deal if there was one to be obtained. Alright, he does the bullet hell. This is kind of fun, honestly. Didn't give me anything valuable. Well, it's stupid, but we're gonna go see what I can get out of this room. I'm aware that the curse rooms are generally kind of disappointing, but I still like them just because of the 1 in 50 chance you get a guppy item in a red chest or something. Range down, terrible, and telepills. Now that I know I have it, it's going to be useful if I can procure one to escape Mom's room. If I can escape Mom's room, I can possibly get a devil deal. Sure, I will use the only coin I have for bad fortune. Still no trinket yet, too. Like I said, fully committed to potential death here. I'm not expecting to end this run on a high note, but, you know, all of this, like, morbid woe is me thing, maybe it'll work out. Maybe, you know, the game will be like, you know what? You're gonna win this one. Which, of course, will be lofted solely by skill, but let's see what's in there, too. Going back and forth with Maggie is so slow. Yeah, so I want to try to get a telepills, which I would use after fighting Mom. That is not worth it. It's not worth fighting Knights with this, you know, woeful travesty that is Maggie at the moment. She's not actually that bad right now. This could win a regular run. The heavy carries in this run would be Relic, of course, to get a lot of HP, which you see I'm taking a lot of damage because of Maggie's relatively low speed, which already would have been bolstered a little bit. Of course, we're Necro. Necro is dangerous. She does have a decent amount of tears. I must have, you know, not that bad DPS because I am killing the chargers pretty quickly. And chargers are usually a good metric to how much damage you're doing because they are very high HP enemies relative to what they do and how they act. Being able to kill them in 2 seconds is actually not half bad. Oh, we saw this one in the last run. Remote detonator. Give me 5 bombs and allow me to detonate bombs by pressing the spacebar. Not at all what I want to see. This is possibly pretty close to a guaranteed damage room. This is one reason that Necro is so bad, is because of these chubbers. And see, they just, I don't know if it's the game speeding up for some reason, but they just started, they feel like they shot faster there. And see, I can't abuse my range here because he produces all that creep. I'm trying to lunge shoot him. Worth it. I literally ran away, used a key just to prevent myself from taking damage. Dangerous. Those shots are actually bumping me away. I gotta keep moving here no matter what. It's kind of fun. Dodging that attack, that is. Now he starts producing creep too, of all things. Once he gets to a certain HP, it looks like that's what he does. Produces creep. At least it ends relatively quickly. Have to wait on that one. Eternal Greed. It's weird that they decided to make Eternal Greed really tough boss, you know? Mini boss, that is. And he shoots really powerful homing tears, but still summons hoppers. Like, they didn't make him summon greed heads or anything like that. They're just like, yeah, hoppers. And you lose bombs instead. I'm guessing it's random pickups is what it looks like. What would make most sense is, oh, it's the pickup you have the most of. You know, it kind of hurts knowing that it's a waste of my time and that I'm going to die anyway, but I'm still going to do the run. You know, I am having fun with the game yet. It's just that, hey, I know my times, I haven't been able to play the game as much as I'd like to because the runs take so long, you know, an hour. And not that it's terribly difficult to edit, you know, it takes as long as it does to play as it does to edit, usually. You know, I have to edit very, very minimal amounts of this gameplay, or any gameplay that I do. When it comes to other games, I may increase that editing massively. Like, I'm planning to play New Vegas, so I ought to severely increase the amount that I'm playing by. Like, just being in the menus and whatnot in New Vegas and, like, looting and everything. I feel like it's a pretty slow-paced game in that regards, especially even with, like, that and shooting enemies. Now, I generally prefer not to shoot in VATS as much, but the problem with VATS is that it's really, really cool. Because VATS is cool, I want to shoot in it a lot. You know, it's very cinematic. And it's also a very fun game. You know, I really enjoy New Vegas. I enjoy Westerns in general, in film, even in the form of books. They just often convey, like, this very, very hopeless, large space. Kind of, to say nihilistic feels reductive. It's just a very, very knowingly dangerous world. You know, cut off from everything. Inhospitable for the most part to anyone and everyone. The whole, you know, we're all just crazy trying to make sense of it is also reductive. But Westerns are also kind of funny. You know, the Wild West in the traditionally understood sense never existed. So it's kind of interesting. Eternal Hearts I get in the future. Really not great devil deals, but even if we were able to finagle this one with that teleport that I wanted to grab, it still wouldn't have worked out for me. It's dangerous to be going up against this guy, but what's a Maggie to do when you have to go up against a very, 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 very powerful Eternal enemy? Like, they get summoned and they fire counter teams. It's cool that the enemy is very, very difficult. I kind of appreciate how broken they wanted to make them. But man, does that hurt. Well, it's possible to win this run on a very underpowered run because of Guppy's Paw. And namely, that'll be because Polaroid will be so powerful. And if I can produce a ton of hearts, I can win through attrition. I'll do almost anything for the compass. Will I endeavor some crappy enemies? Three waves of them? Well, I just did walk into that. But problem is now I'm kind of hoping to die just because I have to pee so much. Okay. I'd say clutch dodge, but that literally was just me moving past, half expecting to get hit. That one I saw coming, and it's just, sometimes it's difficult to avoid. Short of blocking shots, Gish is just a legend. I walked into you because I was trying to maneuver past you. My fault, my fault. It's always going to be my fault for the most part. But it does hurt knowing that sometimes. You know, the sole fact that even the epic fetus gaff, that's my name, was my fault. You know, it kind of hurts. Let's stay focused on the one. Okay, that was kind of BS. I was imagining you were going to shoot, but instead you did that. With the familiars and the half-decent level of tiers and not inconsequential amount of damage, I can make this work. But you saw how quickly my good spirits and health went down pretty low. Pretty fly is excellent. I'd like to see another pretty fly and then end on $1. Usually pretty okay at diagonal walking. Pretty dangerous room here. I would say guaranteed damage, but I don't. That was not guaranteed damage. Bullshit though it may have been. Tough may it have been. Not guaranteed. There was a safe zone there. I just didn't observe it properly. Okay. So Eternal Mom will probably drop an Eternal Heart. I'll get the Polaroid. Everything thereafter is just going to be beeline to the boss. See what I can do with this relatively okay amount of DPS, and specifically all Soul Heart run. Get Mom to bust that open for me, ideally. Again, not terrible amount of damage here. We are doing damage, that is. Surprisingly, have yet to take a hit. But again, using the kill the ad strat the best I can. That was kind of an iffy one there. That one I tried to lure the Lobin. The mini monster is going to be tough, though. Yeah. You got me on that one. And that enemy spawn also hurt a bit. Summoning about 3 enemies per makes it kill the ad strat kind of tough no matter what. I walk into you. Red heart. Now keep in mind, Guppy's heart is severely weakened in this run because it only gives 2 instead of 3. Boom. Boom. Only 2. We're still keeping it around though. For numerous reasons. Hearts is going to be worthless. I don't know which way you want me to go, but... Owie. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, I had to bump past. I didn't commit well enough. I don't have enough damage to deal with this enemy that well. This eternal enemy is incredibly annoying, and I just don't have the strength, the brute force to blast through him. See if you can blast through his boys like so. It's not that bad. But he just runs away so bloody quickly. Curved horn. Oh man, I wish I could have curved horn. Do I just avoid Eternal Hearts? Guess so. That's all I have to do, is avoid Eternal Hearts. That's why one of you are eternal. I like getting the incidental shots on them. That's fine. I do have the habit too, so if I take 6 hits, I'll be able to restore 1. This Larry is not great. Again, kind of a half-witted DPS here. Every time it seems I drop a soul heart from the relic, I also get I get mom's contact. I was gonna say a bomb drop. Just tears behind my back occasionally. There's nothing useful whatsoever. I have plenty of keys, so I don't mind using it there. And by plenty, I mean an overwhelming amount. Couple blasts assists. Gonna have to enact my inner bullet hell. At least a little bit. Just very, very tiny safe zones. Incrementally wear down one side. The hardest part is the beginning. And it gets dramatically easier towards the end. Unlike most bullet hells. Pretty sure this is the right way to go. So the do or die moment is going to be against this boss here. Not this boss, I'm sorry. Mom's Heart is going to be a do or die. Reason being is I'm going to have to contend with so many eternal enemies that it's going to be really, really tough to assuredly deal with them. But again, a constant stream of tears also means Isaac and Blue Baby will be difficult. Just a circle strafe there. Circle strafe there, too. A lot of rooms are more easily solved with circle strafing than you might actually initially believe. Now, of course, only Maggie, can shoot through the walls, but the dramatic reduction in DPS doesn't actually affect it because it's much safer to hit them that way. Even if I'm not hitting with Gish either, I'm okay with it. So death. So we will get a friendly Meat Boy. This is tough. It is also eternal death. 6.6 seconds of invulnerability. These sides home, of course, because why wouldn't they? Focus on death because, hey, he summons those horrible sights. Ah, man, the hobby horse is just a little bit too fast for me. I'm gonna do something stupid. And that stupid thing is I'm gonna walk my dumb ass all the way back to get that guppy tail. Or not guppy tail. I don't want the guppy tail. I can't pick up any of those. I would die immediately. I'm gonna pick up this. No, I can't. It won't work that way. Never mind. Carry on. Arcade surely is tempting, but Soul Heart is fantastic to see. I would like to see one more Pretty Fly. I only have one now since I lost my Meat Boy. That was close. There is a calculable... Now, come on now. Now remember, this level of Meat Boy is dumb. He's not smart. Okay, let's see if one's a Finid Rock. Nope. Kinda got bopped into a corner there. If I get too close to him, he'll do that, yeah. Stop moving me, you little dick. God, why do they give him so much HP? Like, they're so tanky. Unnecessarily. In my very, very humble opinion. Oh, right, you do that. Oh, right. And you still can fire lasers, too. Can you fire lasers simultaneously with that? Because that'd be ridiculous. One of many moments of truth. like your focus, Blue Baby. You gotta drive. Of course I can hit there. I'm trying to, like, pseudo stun lock him. I'm gonna take a lot more damage in this fight. I really don't expect to win this one. This would be a very, very solid... Even... I mean, I only have so much HP. If I had a lot more, it'd be better. Probably can start using my bombs in conjunction too once I feel safe. I don't know. Oh god, you hit me. Oh, okay, great. Yeah, you guys reflect shots because you're awful. Yeah, that creep is gonna make it really tough to move around. Gotta wait for that creep to dissipate. Now we can go up. Is it up or is it right? Let's go up. Wrong way. Wrong way by a long shot. Okay, that's it. The run's over. This is a really, really garbage room. What a fantastically bullshit room. Like, impressively bullshit, right? Absolutely, we will open that. Hey, Monster 2, this is good. Okay, well that worked out. Chain reactions are always fun. I'm just randomly hoping that my bombs connect. Since he teleports, you know, it's... In case you're wondering whether there's a method to my madness at all. Okay, phase 2. Easier than phase 1. Ow, I thought I had that one. Oh, I'm so bad at being right up against the wall and trying to fire one off. Say maybe I'm gonna start focusing down on the babies and leave the big baby to Meat Boy. He does seem decently suited to slaying them. Slaying him, rather. Now we're just going ham. Okay. Polyphemus. Okay, good. Does that increase the damage at all? That'd be fascinating if it did. Let's go this way. This is a bad room because I have spectral tears. But it's potentially good because you might have a chance to give me a soul heart. Yet another bullet hell room. A little bit less bad than typical. Yeah, see, that they're moving so fast for some reason. Dangerously close to death. I mean, I suppose famine is also close to death. Oh, come on, I started moving there. That was... no. Probable death in this room. Like right there, for example. It's a shame that I get tough love now. Tough love could have not quite carried me, but been very, very powerful. Complete wrong way there, folks. Eternal Lust. Yeah, what am I supposed to do there? I don't know how Eternal Lust works. Besides, is Eternal Lust the one summoning the Chillagers? I would wager not. Yeah. Okay. We tried. Maggie got pretty far with a pretty trash run, honestly. More deaths for me, which is nice. Deaths are needed at the moment. Thanks so much for tuning in for this double run, this double feature of Loss. Like I said, I'll do another Eve run. I'll do an Eve run and do a Maggie run or a Samson. We will do that. I do have Golden God now, somewhat inexplicably. That's the vanilla game, and then Platinum God and then Eternal God after that. Platinum God came before the Eternal update 1.66, so the 1.5 update, the final was Platinum God. So we get Golden God a little bit early. Solo podcast time, as I speak into the void, and the void being, you know, when this is still on black. The answer is no. I wanna skip past that, at least for today. I got 2 hours logged, basically. It's a pretty long combo of runs, which I tend to do. I would like to do like 3 or 4 tomorrow. I might even do another one tonight. Probably a back-to-back one, unless Eve wins. I will do Eve until we win. Because I got gypped, and I did cheat. I did use Steam Achievement Manager. Never really used a Steam Achievement Manager to give myself achievements, except for achievements that I earned proper. Which I certainly have had before, because like Dungeons of Dreadmore, I've given myself achievements because that's actually what they recommend. It's actually the first time I ever got Steam Achievement Manager. But I did give myself that in the last run, the cheater run. And now I will constantly be aching to obtain redemption. Not really. I did deserve it. So, my name's been John, or Gaff196. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't feel obligated to like, comment, or subscribe. Instead, your view is the only metric that I really like to see develop, I suppose. If you do want to like, comment, subscribe, that will help support the channel. But, of course, this is really small. I don't advertise it. I will make a big old Google Doc at the end of Rogue Legacy. I already did that for Rogue Legacy. I will do it instead for The Binding of Isaac. Just to give my, you know, hints and tidbits and whatnot. Beyond that, that's it. You know, tune in next time, I suppose. Oh, fuck off. Alright, bye-bye.